They were given this short that imagine trophy 10 teams, but we were getting in 5. After winning the toss, we are batting. You could see they'd warm up with their attitude, they'd warm up, even the way they were talking, they were like, it's a wonder. So we are still working here. I'm here. They're like, it's a wonder. So we're going to take them alive. Boss. Then when Rwanda came to betting, what I liked in Rwanda, the way they were betting, because they were eating sixes. Those boys. Regardless of the team you're playing, you have to be serious. Like you have to be. Yep. Yeah, so they are betting. All right.
ujya kwibuka agenda useta ibirenge ukageraho mwarimu bari kuvuga ikintu bagiye gukina agapira mu kigo nibwo tubagize ibirenge
We all know are we ready to start? Right, good afternoon once again. Welcome to this qualifier game. Gahanga Queens taking on Indatwa Hampshire. Indatwa Hampshire winning the toss and opting to have a bet first. I won't be alone here again. I'm joined by Eric Neo Mugaba as well. Indatwa Hampshire last week when they played against Gahanga Queens, losing by 9 runs. Again, they are the team list. They in that Hampshire Ishimwe Henriette Ngabire Sifa Ishimwe Gisele Muhaweni Mana Immaculate Tumukunde Marie Josepha Ufitinema Lilian Umgwaneza Grace Umtoni Chansi Ngabire Justine Ratkunda Merisa Uwera Sara. That is in that Hampshire. Gahanga Queens Merve Uwase the captain Clementine Waisaba Ishimwe Mtoni Uwase Zurufat Murekatete Belis Nasira Umkundwa Yomuoza Shakira Ruth Wimana Uwase Clarice Uwase Giovannis Uwineza Diane Esther Nyirahabimana. That is the Gahanga Queens lineup. So, like I said earlier on last weekend when they were playing to be where they are now, Gahanga Queens even lost the game in the group stages. Did put in a competitive total 134 on the board. And that Hampshire chased it but couldn't reach there. She fell short of 9 runs. A magnificent betting inning from Henriette Shimwe. And off from Gahanga Queens again, an outstanding opening pair partnership knock between Fanny Utagushmaninde and Clarice Mtoni of 124. That is led to them to be where they are. But today, so let's see now if the table are going to change. Whoever wins here goes straight through to the final. Whoever loses here now has to play tomorrow the eliminator 2 with whoever is going to win against Muhanga Zebras and Sorowate. Neo, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Leonard. It's another lovely afternoon here. Ready to enjoy the game between these two teams. Last weekend, they played a lovely game and we saw 350s. So, hoping to see the same this afternoon. And to bowl the last over of the game is Belize Mlekatete bowling from Bugesera end, bowling to Ishimwe Giselle.
Yeah, it's looking to be an interesting game here, Neo, like what we saw last weekend on Sunday. First thing, this is what happened with the first ball again. Giselle waiting for the bowler to run through, then she walks away. I don't know why she always does that. She did that as well last weekend in here. We spoke about it. She did it again the first ball here.
Yeah, it's like a mind game, but again, you can't always do this because bowlers are putting their effort together, and then for you wait for her to get there, and then you move. To me, it's kind of not fair. Giselle looks to be thinking a lot. A lot is happening at the moment. Don't know why.
Yeah, in as much as it can be a mind game, she has been doing this quite a lot. But you know, sometimes it shifts the momentum away. It takes away your focus and concentration is a better here as well. So these little breaks here, these ones Neo in the game of cricket, I've seen them either for the good or for the worst. If things like that do happen because you've killed the momentum, your thought process was focusing on doing something else. Look at Beli's face there. I'm telling you, deep down there, she is not happy with that move. Never easy to run in through. Someone walks off without any distraction. Up pitch driven. There's a fielder in the deep extra cover region there near Mooza Shakira. Just cuts that off to a single.
First over gets going with a single from Giselle Shimwe in the over extra cover region. All teams looking really sharp, knowing that today, I mean, this game is a qualifier one. Whoever wins goes straight to the finals. And everyone here wants to get that chance and play one game to the finals. Second ball, well bowled by Belize Mlekatete, and it is missed by Lilian. Belize Mlekatete last weekend, I can't say that she was on top of her game because she did this and that, and some balls were not on the mark. But seems to be a different Belize today because she's doing exactly like every other pace bowler would be doing in her first over. Bowling a length ball, and this time Lillian deals with it in that way. And it's a no ball, overstepping from Belize Mlekatete. This will be a lovely way of Lillian to get off the mark, knowing that it will be a free hit.
Yeah, just stepped over the line there. So let's see if Lillian can be able to take advantage of the next upcoming delivery. Right way to do is to make sure that she punishes that. But I haven't seen a lot of these no ball free hits being punished throughout this entire Premier League. Just jabs the way down to a third main region for only a single. So, like, these teams have played against each other last weekend on Sunday as well. So, a lot of homework has been done throughout the week. And with how important this game is, I don't think any one of these teams would want to play twice. They would want to go straight to the final. So, it will be a lot of caution approach is going to be used by both teams here. Onto the legs, clipped away. There's a chase there. And that is the first boundary. Fielder was a bit slower on the chase. Got beaten by the pace of the ball. Rekatete is not happy with that. For sure, that should have been stopped. There were two fielders converging on that particular delivery, but running a bit slower. So first boundary for Indatwa Hampshire and Giselle Ishimwe.
Yes, Giselle Ishimwe maximizing on that one. It was bowled down the leg side, and she just flicked it, and he passed through, shot fine, and shot square leg, and went for a boundary. The fielder, Shakila, couldn't race with the ball because she was beaten, and the ball went to the boundary. That's a lovely ball again from Belize Mlekatete. The fifth one, it's a Yorker. Giselle didn't do much. She just watched it going.
Yeah, it was a quick delivery there. Yorker length just way outside. So good start so far from Indatwa Hampshire, giving 7 runs. Just 2 deliveries to come. Another quicker one, again in the same region, beaten by pace there. Giselle Ishimwe, that is the end of the first over. 7 for no loss in Indatwa Hampshire.
Last weekend, Lillian pushed the game. We saw her batting through with the help of her captain, Henriette Ishimwe. They had that chance to push the game, and I can't really hesitate to say that they did put in a fight. Are we going to see Giselle also taking that responsibility and wait for Henriette to come and both do their job for Indatwa Hampshire? So we have to see.
Yeah, the difference here now in Neo is going to be now they are putting a score on the board. The captain score about 130. So sometimes you are not sure what is going to be a good score as well. So she needs to take a lot of responsibility again, try to bet a bit longer, Ishimwe Giselle. Because we've seen that every time that she gets on without putting runs on the board, in that of Hampshire always fall short, always struggle to put runs on the board. So that should be deep down in the back of your mind. Now, when you're putting runs on the board again, you're a bit limited in terms of knowing what is going to be a good total as well. So she will be caught in two minds, but she's an experienced batter. So she has been in these situations a lot of the time, so she knows what to do. And ball over number 2 from the pavilion end is Owase Giovannis.
Yeah, Giovanni Swase bowling to Lillian. That's well bowled, full, but Lillian had nothing to do. She saw it going. Giovanni Swase been doing really good for Gahanga Queens. She's been bowling spot on, and one of the bowlers that gave really tough time to Indatwa Hampshire last weekend. Seems to be looking to do the same in this game. And Lillian been there for quite a while before she gets a single, and that's well guided through covers. None that single from Lillian to add on to the total.
Yeah, it was a good shot they driven through the covers. A bit fuller from Muwase Giovannis. We've been speaking about the difference between these two Gahanga Queens bowlers here. Bellissimo Rekatete always bowls short of a length a lot and doesn't offer you a lot of full delivers, but Giovanni Muwase is a bit fuller there. She lacks that consistency again, but if she can be able to stick on that line and length, get a fielder in there, she can be a bit effective. Lovely driven. That will race away to the boundary for sure. Yes, it's 4. Full, straight, nothing bad on that shot there. Like I said, Giovanni Muwase bowls a lot of these fuller deliveries. So now if you bowl them to someone like Giselle Shimo, have a look at it again there in the slot. Splitting mid-off and mid-off. Mid-on and mid-off, they have been split. That's a lovely shot from Ishimo Giselle.
That's well bowled again by Giovanni Swase, and Giselle Shime managed to get a single. Giovanni Swase, who is bowling it fuller, attacking that stumped line. She's not bowling anything short, just making sure that the batters are connecting the ball with their bats, creating those chances maybe.
Yeah, she needs to stick to that now. Just adjust it a touch back like that. There, that should be the area. If you can stick to that length and line there for a longer period of time, she will give problems to these batters. Still early on in the game, but Indatwa Hampshire are cruising at 7 runs and over. Very good start.
That's well bowled again by Giovannis. That's the end of the second over. The score is 13 on the board. Projected score 130.
Yeah, 6 runs off that over of Giovannis. A bit decent. Bowling some good lines there. You can see there the Indatwa Hampshire dugout again. Watching the proceedings calmly. So Rekatete to continue to bowl a second. Nicely bowled. Swing and a miss. There was a half-hearted shout for the caught behind. Yeah, I'm liking the way they are coming about their bowling here as well. That is the only way you can give someone like Giselle Shimo a lot of pressure. But having known what she can do as well, a very destructive batter there, Ishimo Giselle. Nicely played. Again, soft touch for a single in front of the covers. So if you see her betting this way, she's looking to bet a bit longer. Like I said, they've learned lesson from the last weekend's game again. So she knows that she is the key wicket. So she must not just throw away a wicket so easily. So she has to make it hard for Gahanga Queen's bowlers. It's edged, and keeper could not have enough time to stretch onto that. There should be a chance goes begging there, Neo. I think the keeper could have done a bit better there.
Yeah, Melvey Wase had to do better than that because she didn't make any move. She just saw the ball moving. Ufitinema Lilian keeps doing job for Indatwa Hampshire. Like we saw last weekend, she pushed for the team. And if Giselle had stayed like last weekend, had played for long, I think the story was going to be different. That's well bowled again by Belize and well blocked by Lilian. That's the fourth ball of this over.
Yeah, she's playing so well there with Nema Lilian, despite how her runs are coming in, being fortunate at times. But she's looks solid on the wicket there. Even last weekend, she was there for almost 14 overs. Scored here 30 plus runs. I hope the team to get close again. Another edge goes away for 4. Too much width there from Rekatete Belize. If he had a slip in place, then that could have been much better. So you can't be bowling in those areas when you don't have protection in that region. 2 bounders in this over. Look at that again. Nicely played. Opens the blade there to find that gap. The fielder in the third man region is a bit wider there, so he's no time whatsoever to come and cut that one. With the pace that he possesses, runs Neo.
Yeah, Lilian making sure that the bat at least touches the ball. And knowing that the third man fielder is a bit far, all those boundaries were edged and went for the boundary. That's well bowled by Belize Mlekatete, attacking the stumps this time. But unfortunately, it's another no ball, overstepping. It's another free hit to Lilian. Belize, who started off with no discipline at all, this over going for plenty at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit expensive here now. Already it has gotten 10 runs so far. And to make it worse, see, this one is a free hit. The other one was not hit nicely. Same results again. Nothing there. Like I said, Neo, I've never seen these free hits in this Premier League being punished. It's a very good offer for Indatwa Hampshire. Getting 11 runs from that over of Belize Murekatete. And they are currently on 23 for no loss after 3 overs. Going at a good rate.
So far, so good for Indatwa Hampshire, going past 7 per over. And the start from Belize Mlekatete really didn't help Gahanga Queens much to put the batters on pressure. So far, Lilian is on 10 of 12 and Giselle Shimwe with a good strike rate on 11 of 8 balls. Giovanni Swase bowling the fourth one from pavilion end, bowling to Ufitinema Lilian on strike. Lilian doing a very good job for Indatwa Hampshire last weekend and seeing her doing the same this weekend as well. And this shows that Indatwa Hampshire's opening batter, Lilian, is there to the task. There was a slightly a bit of change of the field setting, but again, still changing, deploying the third man fielder to be the only one outside, and the extra cover region to be the only ones outside the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, they are desperately looking for that breakthrough in this power play. That's what they're hunting for, and that is what you need. Again, That one short, but well played down the leg side. The fielder there again for the second time. A square leg, a bit slower off the feet. Quick single taken, good running by these two.
Balled again. Giovanni Swase balls that one into Thump's line, and Lillian stops that one comfortably. That was the second ball of the over. The fourth running, and we are getting closer and closer to the end of power play. They score 21-24. Edged again through third man region, and it's a single.
Yeah, nicely played there by Ofitnema. Just using that third man region a lot today. Just opening the face of the blade to access that gap for a single. Good thinking, sensible betting. Again, square leg fielder. Look at the throw there. Again, way wide, too high. She gone for the stumps there, you never know. But these two have been smart. They've realized that Esther is a bit slower. So each time the ball goes to her, they are pushing for an early call and get a single there. So that's good awareness from these two batters. Nicely bowled, much better. Could come back. She has been beating Lillian a lot of the times in that region, but there's just that sense of trying to do so much with the ball that she is always find leaking runs. If she can be able to understand that that's the area that is giving Lillian a lot of hard questions, stick to that. I think that to me that should be the plan. See now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that field again. That should have been an easy run out, but because of the fumble there, I'm telling you, that shit suicidal from that fielder in your screen. It has not been the first time. It has been a lot in these 4 overs that she has been found guilty in terms of fielding. That was a clear run out from both ends there, Neo. After 4 overs, it's 27 for no loss.
Yeah, Lillian and Giselle picking out the fielder who is slow, what we can call investor, and making sure that they make use of every ball and getting singles. Being the victim, they decided to to bring her to the square leg, and this time they deployed her deep square leg. And to bowl the fifth over is Ruth from Bujesela end.
You know what cricket board does, Neo? It always follows where you are. If you are not in good form in the field, so yes, they've dropped it down to deep square leg, but I'm telling you, you are going to find the batters we were looking for here in that region. Lillian is also one player who's good at sweeping. Uyimana Ruth bowled a good spell again against the same team. Starts off well there. Cast that one. Some good work. At short third.
That's a dot ball to start off Ruth's over. The second one is a dot as well. Well bowled, asking questions from Lillian. Bowls another one, the stumps line, and it's guided to the cover fielder. And it's another dot ball. 3 dot balls so far in this over, and it's the 5th one running. Ball short, but it's a dot ball again from Lillian. Ruth bowling a lovely over so far with 2 more balls to go. Balls that one. Fuller, Ruth, Lillian tries to go over the fielder at the mid-on region, but it's caught by Clarisse Mutoniwase.
Yeah, a poor shot selection there from Lillian Ofitnema. She had been playing well, but on that particular occasion, I think it's those 4 dot delivers that she faced. So she decided to go up and over, but didn't connect it well enough. And was comfortably caught there by Wase Clarisse. So in that one, Hampshire loses their first. There goes for 12 of 21 deliveries. A bit slower, I might say, but hopeful in terms of giving Giselle Ishimwe support. In comes again another senior player there, Wera Sarah. He hasn't done much with the bet this season for Indatwa Hampshire. So this is an important game again as well. So we expect her to do a bit more with the bet. As much as we expect, even the team is also expecting to put some runs on the board. Remember, we talked about not relying on one better in a team. It has to be a team. At least if you can have 4 or 5 guys that are going to put some runs or get a partnership going on in your team, could be good enough for you in terms of putting in a total betting first.
Yeah, Ruth bowling the last ball of this over to Sarah Wera, who just joins Giselle Shimwe. Ball it Fuller, and it's another dot. It's a maiden wicket over from Ruth. Very, very good over. And that's how the 5th over goes. 27 runs on the board and the loss of 1 wicket. Projected score 112.
Yeah, the bowling change there brought something. Now, so this change of bowlers from both ends, from the pavilion end, now is the left arm medium pacer Nasira Umkundwa, who comes in to bowl. Like I always say, Neo, she has been the one dismissing Sarah Wera. Last weekend, she couldn't get a chance because Ruth Uimana did the job for her. But today, she still have got a chance because Sarah has just walked in. And now it's all about the mind game. Now, Gahanga Queens are also aware of that. So now when Sarah walks in, look, they've given the ball to Nasira Umkundwa. So she needs to come up with a plan, Sarah, on how to play that left arm medium pacer. She's dismissed here a lot of times, more than 20 times from what I've recorded here. So let's hope today she pushes through. Even here, she knows that whenever Sarah is on strike, definitely I've got something. So she needs to change that today. Now she's bowling to Ishimwe Giselle, long on and mid wicket, up for her on the boundary.
Nasila balls that one to the leg, and it's leg buys. That will bring Sarah Uela on strike. And Melvey was the captain of Gahanga Queens, being the clever one, understanding that Sarah struggles against Nasila. So immediately brings her to bowl to Sarah, and Sarah is up to face her second ball, and it will be from Nasila, who is bowling from pavilion end. That's a full toss and well connected by Sarah Uera, but it's only 2 runs. The fielder was there, and Nasila was well aware that Salah would try to play that ball on that region.
Yeah, she is strong in that region. If you bowl anything around her legs, there definitely she's strong down the leg side. She just need to bowl it a bit more in front, target that outside off stump line there, force it to come and drive forward. Again, another fuller one. Well played. Mid on for 1. Over pitching deliveries here. Nasira Umkunda trying to bowl probably that length, that Yorker length, ending up giving full tosses. Just gotten away with those ones. Could have been dealt better with to the boundary. These 2 batters, but they are being watchful here. They don't want to lose another wicket quickly. Another full delivery as well. Poor fielding in the deep. Should have been a single, shouldn't have been 2 runs, but Gahanga Queens there, Belize Murekatete, first culprit in the circle, should have stopped that one. Then Diano Wineza on the boundary again. A fumble allows them to get 2 runs comfortably. Still, it's just a poor execution of bowling by Nasira Unkundwa now in her first over. She is a better bowler than that, Neo. We know that. This is what she's looking for. But well played by Giselle Shimwe down the long one for a single.
Nasila been dismissing batters in her first over, but today in that Hampshire, batters came up with a plan and how they can play her. Because if you see, they are all opening the front leg and making sure that they go with a straight bat to play in the mid-wicket region and mid-on. It's yet to be confirmed if it's over yet. Umpires yet to decide if it's 1 ball left or over, but looks like it's 1 more ball to go.
These balls, Neo, I don't like them in the game. All the fielders has changed position. They're gone thinking that it was over because it was called over, but now there's 1 ball left to be bowled, so they have to come back and bowl. It's either it's a wicket or it's a boundary or it's a wide. A lot of can happen on that particular delivery.
That's what I've been talking about, that Nasira takes a wicket every her first over.
Nicely bowled. And this is what I talked about. That ball, look at that poor fielding there by Mtoni Wasikraris. Shouldn't have been a single again, but he ended up giving away 2 runs. Loss of concentration there by these Gahanga fielders, especially in this over.
Yeah, yes, Leonard. This Gahanga Queens side last weekend, they are the ones that fielded really, really good. Because I remember we ended up calling one of them the Glennie Phillips of the women. But being the victim, we saw her now, the ball passing between her legs. And we're seeing different Gahanga Queens in the field. So many fumbles, and the bowlers are not really doing well like they did last time. Hoping to see the different from them. And the batters, seeing Sarah Uela this time not showing many balls. And Giselle Shimwe having very healthy strike rate.
Yeah, she needs to step up here today. She's a senior batter in that Hampshire lineup. So if they want to end this game on a good note, winning it, they have to do something. They have to add something on the board, onto the pads again, clipped. Like I said, Neo, the ball is always going to be following you as a fielder. There is Esther Nyirahabimana. Again, on square leg, a bit slower in that region. Straying down the leg side there with Mana Ruth. It's not a good start of the over. He's got the ability to turn the ball both ways. That needs to be bowled again for start. Nicely played, driven down to long on for a single. Yeah, this is some good betting from Giselle Shimwe today. Knows that she has to be there all the way through the innings. Needs to bet a bit deeper. Beaten there, lovely 10 from Uimana. That is what she's been looking for. That's the area again, Neo, to be bowling.
Yeah, that's the ball I've been looking for from her, because at the start she's been bowling to the leg side. Bowls that one on the leg side, but Salah probers that one, plays it a very, very good sweep shot, passing through square leg region, and Salah gets another boundary for team Indatwa Hampshire. That was very, very well connected by Wera.
Yeah, too short. It was there for the taking. You had no chance there whatsoever to stop that one.
That's well bowled again by Ruth, and it's another dot ball. Overs are going, and the score is also ticking, 43. And that's well connected by Sarah Wera, but attempts to play it at the point region, but it goes straight. I don't know if I can call that one a cut shot. It's another single added to the total. The scoreboard showing 44 runs for one, and the currently projected score is 126, 7 overs down. To bowl the 8th over, it's Nasil again from Pavilion End. Batter on strike is Sarah.
Yeah, they are controlling this innings very well. Good power play for Indatwa Hampshire. Now they are continuing with that as well. Sarah Wera looking good today. She's on 10 of 8 deliveries. Giselle 19 of 15. That's what you'd want from your betters. Always be above 100 strike rate, just anywhere closer there. So who changes, they go on. Another Futos. Couldn't punish that one. She's not been bowling very well, Umkundwa. The last over in Neo, she was bowling a lot of these Futos is low, and this one is a bit higher. Struggling to get your line here.
She did well last weekend and managed to get some wickets, but today the start wasn't really up to the mark. The first over, that's missed again, and the wicket keeper had no clue, and it buys 2 runs from Sarah Wera, who really wanted to hit that one and missed it completely, and the wicket keeper also ended up losing that one.
Yeah, that was a beautiful delivery lay. That's the line. That's the length. Almost clipped that leg stump. Sarah was always looking to play down the leg side. That is the area to bowl if you are smart, is Nasra Umkundwa. Goes again, but well played. Strong in that region. I think it doesn't need to take a lot of time for these Gahanga Queens. Even the captain there, she's a wicket keeper. She's behind there. She knows Sarah better. Nasra Umkundwa also need to be able to realize that this is not the area to bowl to Sarah. Bowl it outside off time, make a drive, then you stick it up from there. Because anything on the pace, definitely she's strong in that region. Much better bowling. That should be the line there. Just try to bowl it outside off stump there. She moves the ball towards the right-handers as well. So ideally, you should be starting from just outside off stump, just bringing that off stump in play rather than starting from mid and leg. Definitely, you'll be asking to be played down the leg side, or you end up conceding a wide. You should be able to understand that quickly. Still, again, poor execution of deliveries. Looking to come back for the second. Slower in the deep there, Diana Wineza. Not for the first time, it's the second time again. So, games like this, what it does here, I think, was they know that they've got another chance as well to make it to the final. So if you look at the approach, they seems like they are just playing that there's nothing to lose. Even if you lose this game, we've got another opportunity to come back. If you look at the teams that are up there, we're talking about Mahanga Zebras, we're talking about Sorowate. So they look stronger as Gahanga Queens as well, maybe. So that is something that should be going through their mind in the field, because the energy that we saw last week on Sunday is not there today. It looks like the different Gahanga Queens that is fielding. After 8 overs, it's 50 for 1 in that Hampshire. They've batted very well in this period, especially Giselle Shimwe. So this is how it ended in the group stages. They haven't lost a single game there after their 5 games coming into this qualifier. They did play very well, the Gahanga Queens. In that Hampshire, again, losing 1 game and having a no result 1. That's why they ended up on 7 points. But it doesn't matter. I still have got a chance to move through to the final.
I wouldn't think that these teams will think that they are already there. Sometimes you lose to this one expecting that you beat the team that is losing is winning in the eliminator, and then you end up losing to that team as well. That's well bowled by Ruth, and it's another dot ball to start off the 9th over. Ruth bowling from Banana Plantation end, having deployed all the fielders at the boundary, leaving only 5 inside the 30-yard circle. Giselle Shimwe not taking many risks, knowing that she has to be there and push the game up to the end. That was well bowled again and well kept by Melvei Wase. Giselle Shimwe still being asked questions by Ruth, yet to find how to play Ruth in a comfortable way.
Yeah, those were 2 deliveries that were good from Uimana. This one is short. Punished, but for only a single. Long off fielder there, Wase Giovannis does well. That was a poor ball again, the lack of consistency from Uimana. Changing sides now, coming left arm over. Just wanting to create that angle more. Probably she wants to bowl the other one that comes back. Driven nicely down to extra cover. Where Sarah was looking to in good touch now, knowing how important it is for her to be there. She has to play like that. Should show experience. And that will make things easy for Giselle Shimwe as well, knowing that you've got your partner who is playing very well on the other side. So it's not going to be you alone now. So you're now betting as a pair. And that is what has been lacking for Indatwa Hampshire in the other games coming up to these games here. So I think they've sat down, have a discussion about it as a team, as a betting unit there to say we need to have guys that play a supportive role on the other end. Tries to guide that one, but couldn't get enough of that. So 2 runs off this over of Uimana Ruth. Excellent bowling there, Neo. It's 9 overs gone. It's 52 for 1.
Yeah, lovely bowling from Ruth Uimana, and Giselle Shimwe going well with Sarah Ware, making sure that Indatwa Hampshire gets that desirable start that we're looking for. Bowling from Pavilion end, it is Zulfat being brought in the attack. Bowling to Sarah Ware, who is already on a good note with her partner Giselle Shimwe for Indatwa Hampshire, scoring 52 runs. That's a lovely fielding from Giovanni Swase, who looked for that bullseye but missed it. And Sarah survives.
Yeah, it was a good call in the end because it was the stumps we missed there. But otherwise, if it did go into the stumps, it was going to be something else to talk about. But good awareness. Zulufat Umtoniwase bowling a first over from the pavilion end. Flight that one slower then. Sarah quick on the feet. Goes for a quick single. Yeah, go on. Goes up area and put down again by Giovannis Uwase there. It was a straight catch, and look at the calling there between these two batters. Run out chance, poor throw again from Zulufat Umtoniwase. There was a lot that happened there. Giovannis Uwase fielding there and sleeping, thinking about the catch. The ball was not dead, but Uwera Sarah realizing that made a call. Giselle Shimwe made a call there, but Sarah Uwera just running there, trying to push, but the poor throw again from Umtoniwase Zulufat. Look at that. There it was there. Look at that. She's sleeping there. Just throws the ball down casually, but the ball was not dead. That is good awareness from Ishimwe Giselle. Look at that throw again. Not one of the best throws from Umtoniwase Zulufat. Fielding is now exposing Gahanga Queens at this present moment in this period. It would have been easily taken there by Uwase Giovannis. Yeah, but yes, you can say that it was a brilliant effort, but I'm telling you, at this level, that is a regular catch. There you go. Those are the guys that are topping up in terms of boundaries scored. Giselle Shimwe has got 4 sixes, leading up at least 2. Isimbi and Red, 2, and Alice. And 4s again, Giselle Shimwe topping up on 16 together with Alice Ikuzwe, Utaku Shmaninde on 14. Umtoniwase Clarisse 11 and Shimwe and Red on 10. It's been a bit decent hits of boundaries so far in this Rwanda Women's Premier League. Wickets, Nasra Nkundwa topping up with 14, followed by Wineza Keria on 10. Kaozo Net on 9, then Ishimwe Kaozo Divine on 8. Together the campaign Uwase Giovannis on 8. Then the last 4 there, Irena Rosine, Yaranda Rimana, Wimana Diane Sylvia are on 7. Just a short break there. Sarah might have gotten an ego on that desperate dive, but that saved her. I'm telling you, the awareness from Uwase Giovannis at this level is not up to standard. You drop the catch, keep sleeping on the ground, you just throw the ball casually, hoping that the batters won't run. Everyone wants to win new, so you have to take every opportunity that comes your way. So that goes down is the first drop catch.
Zulfat continues bowling to Sarah Uwera, who wasn't feeling well a couple of minutes ago, but she's back on her feet, ready to face Zulfat. Well bowled that one is Zulfat, and Sarah decides to leave that one alone. Zulfat trying her best to make sure that she bowls a good over to recover from the past ones. Sarah double steps and hits that one perfectly well, and it's another boundary from Sarah Uwera's braid to add to the total of Indatwa Hampshire.
Yeah, that is a good shot. Use of the feet finds the gap there. The execution is a big gap between deep mid wicket and square leg on the boundary. Look at that. The use of the wrist. That is the catch that we have just seen the other time that was dropped. So she's now punishing them for dropping it. And that's what you'd want as a batter. You've been given another life. So make sure that they pay for that. You capitalize on that opportunity given. Good call off the pace. That is the shot there in the gap. Look at that. Well placed. Just needed to put in maybe a dive there. Release Mrekatete. So after 10, halfway through the first inning, it's 61 for 1. Indatwa Hampshire cruising comfortably well at 6.1 and over. Gisele Shimwe is currently on 22 and Sarah Wera rest quickly to 21.
Yes, Leonard, both batters are going well, not risking a lot and keeping the scoreboard ticking. Very clever from them. They are still pushing and pushing. Projected score showing 122, approaching that 130 mark that Indatwa Hampshire are looking for. It's Ruth Wimana bowling from Bugesera end. And it's well connected by Sarah, but for a dot, targeting that covers region, but again, not getting that desired connection to get it past the fielders, because the fielder was there, Giovanni Swase, to stop it, and wanted to guide that one as well in the same region, but Belize Mrekatete was there to do the job in the covers.
Yeah, brilliant job there. Just to put in a dive, stop them from getting that single. This is what they need to be doing all the way through. Nicely bowled again. Didn't connect that one very well, but pushing for the second. Poor throwing again, and good running by these two. They need to put someone who has got a good arm on the boundary there, Gahanga Queens. Otherwise, if they continue to put the same fielder on that boundary region, they will continue running twos. Now they've changed the fielder. Because if you've got someone who's got a good arm there, I'm telling you, these will be runouts. It was a well bowled ball there by Umana, who's getting some pace, some tain as well on the surface. Good decision to bring the deep extra cover in the circle. Saved some runs there. Good thinking by Gahanga Queens. Bowling it a bit short and wide there. I think she got away with that.
That swung and miss again, but it's a wide from Ruth, who keeps adding to the total of Indatwa Hampshire. So far, so good for Sarah and Giselle, both looking really solid outside there. That's aged, and it's another dot ball. I mean, it's another single from Sarah Uera. The projected score keeps dropping down, and on board now it's 6-5. The loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, just bowling here. The last game they played on Sunday, she bowled 4 overs, gone for 14, took 1 wicket. So now nicely done there by Gisele Shimwe. Soft ends, early calling as well. So she finished a spell here today, just added 1 run from last weekend's spell against the same opposition. Bowled there, took 1 wicket, gave away 14 today. She bowled 4, took 1 wicket, gave away 15. That's how good she is there, Wimana Ruth. So 11 done, 66 for 1. They're poising themselves to a good finish here, a strong one in that Hampshire, especially if Giselle keeps on betting. They still have got the explosive better, the captain and Reti Shimwe. So they're setting up for that strong finish.
And the batters are really looking good, both with a strike rate of 100 and looking to play at least 4 more overs here. Now pushing and pushing, getting that 8 runs per over or 7, making sure that the batter Henriette Shimwe and the others to come have a very good base. To bowl the 12th over, Giovanni Swase, having put Sarah down and dropped the chance. Now she's in the attack. Hopefully, she'll make sure that she gets that wicket. She's bowling to Giselle. who's in the strike. And that's well balled and well connected by Giselle. And it's sailing to the boundary. Another boundary from Giselle Shimwe, who is that one over bowler's head in the side screen. And it's another boundary for Indatwa Hampshire. The score being 70 on the board. Giselle Shimwe not looking to hold on, just keeps going from where she started from. Make sure that the team in Indatwa Hampshire gets the good score that they are aiming.
Yeah, that was a too loose delivery, too full from Oase Giovannis. Giselle executed that one very well for the second time in that region from the same bowl again. So she hasn't learned a lesson there, Oase Giovannis. She has got no plan on her way and how to bowl to Giselle Shim on this particular game. It was a good shot. Let's get off that length there to someone like Giselle Shimwe. Hard on the surface. Just tried to overhit that one through extra covers, but couldn't find the timing very well. Finds the fielder. Does a good job there. It was hit hard.
Giovanni Swase been one of the good bowlers that Gahanga Queens have. She's been doing really well. That's another good ball from Giovanni Swase, who bowls it far away from off stump, making sure that she restricts Giselle to getting that desired connection. Giovanni Swase bowling 2 dot balls in a row. This might cause much of thinking on the Giselle side. That's connected again by Giselle, hitting that one over point region, calls for the second run, but the fielder was well aware that they wanted to come back and chipped in a very good throw and denied that second run.
Yeah, this is what we've been talking about, having the fielders with strong arms on the boundary. Shakira Nyomoza. So one of them, they does a good job. These two are quick runners between the wicket. Any opportunity that arises on the boundary, they are quick to come back for the second. Much better bowling, but good running again, like I said. Very good runners between the wicket, these two. Started off with the boundary in this over. Now they've rotated 2 times, so that takes the runs in this over so far with 1 ball to come into 6. So they can be able to close off with another boundary here. It would have been a good over. If they can squeeze in another single as well, all good. That's to their side. Futos. Catch in the deep and catch taken in the same region. Again, she got out last weekend. Long on. It was a Futos there for the taking. Just the timing. She's looking at the bet there. She knows that she would have done better with that delivery. And the Gahanga Queens strike their second. Giselle gone for 28 of 28 deliveries. Look at that. It was a Futos. Good option, but got elevation, not distance there. Finds the safest hands of Morikatete Pelis. Took that catch comfortably. Last weekend, she was caught on the boundary again by Giovanni Zuwase in the same region, same position. So she's trying maybe to do a bit better there, Giselle Shimwe. But she has done a good job for a team. Get a good partnership with Lillian and a good partnership with Sarah Uwera. So in comes the captain now of overs. Same number of overs. She came again last weekend. They were chasing and she played an explosive inning. She was given live 4 times. Capitalized on that. So today, let's hope Gahanga Queens have learned a lesson, and even in Rieti Shimwe, hopefully she has learned a lesson not to give away too many chances. So this is what they were actually looking for, to get that breakthrough, especially that big wicket of Giselle Shimwe Neo. A good breakthrough at this present moment and good catch in the end.
Yeah, that might change something. This wicket really means something big to Gahanga Queens. And that brings Henriette Shimwe the wicket, one of the batters that really helped in that Hampshire last weekend. looking forward to do the same. And the more the wickets are falling, the projected score is also dipping very, very low. And to bowl the 13th over, it's Zulu changing the sides. She's now going to bowl from Jesela end. Batter on strike, Sarah.
So I think this is the perfect opportunity now to apply pressure, get that run rate down maybe to 4 or 5. And now we've got Henriette Shimwe as a new better Sarah Wera. She's been doing well, striking at 100%. This should be the opportunity to slow things down. A slower delivery there from Zulfat was a Sarah wanted to go for a cut shot, but ended up playing a tennis ball. Pull shot straight to Clarice at mid-on. Flighted one. Driven on the ground. Just can only be a single there.
Gahanga Queens, just when Sarah is on the strike, the long on and long off fielders are in, and the bowler is bowling more flight balls, trying to make her go over the fielders. But again, Sarah Wera is that batter who really likes it on the ground, loves playing it down. That's the first ball that Henriette Shimwe faced, and it's a dot ball. The second one, she tries to go over the boundary, but again it's caught by Clarice, who does no mistake. Zulu really making a big move for Gahanga Queens, getting the captain's wicket, Henriette Shimwe, who goes for naught, off 2 balls.
Yeah, a very good setup there. Slower through the air from Zulfat, enticing and ready to go for that big shot. She likes hitting it in that region. Have a look at that again. Flighted one. Yes, it was there. Just the placement again. Good catch there by Umtoni Clarice. Remember, I said it. The Gahanga Queens should have learned lesson last weekend. She almost won the game for Indatwa Queens when they drove the 4 times. So they learned their lesson. Even Hey Shima even said that hopefully she learned the lesson that they will not give a chance again, is what they did last weekend. But that was there for the hitting, but it was not nicely timed and nicely placed. So in quick succession, Indatwa Hampshire loses their second. The captain now, like I said, Neo, this should be the perfect opportunity to slow things down on Gahanga Queen's perspective. So they've done that one. They've brought in another new batter now. Ingabire Sifa. He's not one of the strong hitters of the ball. Always likes to run between the wickets quickly. So let's see how it goes. What plan do they have against Sifa Ingabire?
Salah and Sifa kind of play similar game, making sure that they drop and run, targeting those gaps and get those singles. But again, from my own opinion, I think Salah needs now to shift and make sure that she's the one that faces more balls and make sure that they get a boundary every over, which was what Henriette was looking for. But unfortunately, she's out. And Zulfat looking really good outside there, making sure that the Indatwa Hampshire batters are not going as planned. The projected score keeps going down. And that's the first ball and big appeal, but went in vain. And Zulfat keeps asking questions, not really being nice to Ngabire Sifa, who just joins Sarah. And Sifa needs to find a way, no matter what, plays that one with soft hands, and it's a single through short fine leg.
Yeah, very good bowling. Good over. Yes, from Umtono Zulfat, giving away only 2 runs and got a wicket, an important one. And after 13 overs, it's 74 for the loss of 3 in Indatwa Hampshire. So look at that, the captain sitting there thinking, what can be a good score now? Who can be able to go and aid those ones? Ngabire Justine with Ped's own, Mawini Mana Immaculate with Ped's own, Marie Josefa Tumkunde Ped's own again. Now, Umkundwa Nasra has been given a second chance. Didn't bowl very well your first over. Captain is trusted in now. They've got a new batter on strike. So let's see if it's going to be a good option here, Neo.
Leonard, I think bringing Nasila back is like they're doing it in favor of Sarah Wera because she's been really playing nice against Nasila. And I think that's where she got her first boundary from Nasila's over. And being brought back is Nasila looking for breaking another partnership here, making sure that Ingabi Resifa and Sarah don't go or don't push overs. That's well bowled again and blocked by Sifa.
Yeah, nicely bowled. And what they've done here, Midvale was and the troops, is they've got only one fielder on the boundary mid wicket. The rest are up in the circle trying to stop those singles, regardless of where the situation is or the period where they are in now. But this is a good tactic because Sifa is not one of the big hitters of the ball. Nicely bowled again. So you see the way she plays, she's just looking to knock it down and run, drop and run. So smart cricket there employed by Gahanga Queens.
That's well bowled by Nasila and connected by Sifa for a single. Sarah, who is very, very quick, but I can't tell that Sifa is that quick as well. It's the 14th running. 2 more balls to go from Nasira. Mukungwa bowling to Sarah Wera. That's well connected by Sarah Wera past the fielder at the mid-on, and it's another boundary from Sarah, who is really connecting the ball nice. I've been talking about it. Bringing Nasira back would really help Sarah Wera getting a score moving.
Yeah, but she's been pulling some poor deliveries. Look at that, a foot toss again. They nicely played, well placed again between those fielders for the boundary. They needed this boundary again in that Hampshire. They've dried up boundaries for the last 4 overs. So Nasra has not been executing her deliveries very well today, bowling full tosses. They deserve to be punished, and they've been punished very well. Look at that sloppiness in the field. Just should have been the bowler to do that fielding there. Then she let that one go, and Sarah gets off strike.
Sarah is doing a very good job making sure that it's the end of the over and gets a single to get her on the other side of the wicket. Make sure that she keeps the strike. That would help Indatwa Hampshire to keep getting the score like they wanted, having a set batter like Sarah well outside here. Very experienced one. And the projected score showing 114, and to bowl the 15th over, it's Zulfat who is bowling her last over spell. Bowling from Bujesera end, Zulfat having 2 fielders mid off and mid on in, and deploying deep point fielder, and having square egg fielder as well as cow corner. The score is 80 for 3. That's what she's been trying to make sure that Salah plays over those fielders who are in mid off and mid on and bowling flighted balls. But Sarah also trying to go over them but not getting a desired connection at the moment. Tries to connect that one and missed it out completely. The front leg going in the wrong direction. it's Sarah Wera who is still looking for an answer on how to play Zulfat's balls.
Yeah, she's not good hitting it straight over mid-on and mid-off. Yeah. Look, she always looks to play down the leg side and connects that one to the boundary, finds that gap. She has scored a lot of her runs through that region there. So if they can be able to adjust those fielders in that region, they could have done themselves better. But she's doing a fantastic job here, Wera Sarah, for a team. Any delivery that is bowled in a zone, she's making sure that she punishes, he's put some power behind, finds the gap. And fielder gives it a hand, does well there. Who has been gifting Wera Sarah full tosses, these Gahanga Queens bowlers today. Look at that. That was a nice shot there. Knew where the gap was, executed it very well between those two fielders, had no chance. And that is where the experience part comes in from Wera Sarah. Yep.
That's another single from Sifa Ngabire. Sarah looks different today. Going big, making moves, attacking the ball. It's a different Sarah today.
Yeah, she needs to play that way. They need someone to play that knock as well. They've got two of their batters out.
Ooh.
So they need to have another good ball there to finish over number 15 from Mtoniwase Zulfat. It's been very economical in your bowling. 16 runs just given in the 3 overs. So 15 gone, 86 for 3. Indatwa Hampshire. Now this is where we need to see the acceleration now. The rate has gone down since the departure of Giselle Ishimwe. It was around 7 and over. Now it has gone down to 5. So if they can keep on squeezing them down as well, it will be not going to be a strong finish. Partnerships there too. The biggest one, 45 or 43 between Ishimwe and Sarah Wera. Then the first one, 27 between Uifit Nema Lillian and ACL Jizimwe. Now this one is slowly growing, 13 or 14 between Sifa and Sarah. So they need a bigger one this time, Neo, that can even be better than the one between Sarah and Giselle. They need a strong finisher. Sarah can turn herself into that as well. At 130 that they spoke about can be on the card. But with this rate, it might be ending around 115 or less. Bowling change. Belis Mnekatete to come to bowl from the pavilion end.
Yeah. If you're just joining, it's Rwanda Women's T20 Cup happening at Gahanga main oval. The game between Indatwa, Hampshire and their rivals Gahanga Queens. So far the score is 86 for 3. Bolis Mlekatete bowled that one well to the fielder in the covers, and it's another dot ball. 16th over running from pavilion end. Sarah keeps doing the job for Indatwa Hampshire, being on 36 runs off 34 balls. Needs support from Ngabire Sifa. That strike rotation is needed at the moment, and make sure that you get a boundary every over. That's connected by Sifa. And Khalis Mutoniwase brings in the football skills and stops that one for just a double. I think if she had used her arms, the story was going to be different. She's a lefty, and throwing that one was going to be easy. Belis Mlekatete doing all she can for her comeback. And unfortunately, it's another no ball from Belis Mlekatete. Sifa Ngabile to be the one facing the free hit. It's bowled fuller, and it's a run-out chance missed by the fielder, Khalis Mutoniwase. And it's double. fielders really not up to the mark. This is not the Clarisse we saw last weekend, who was really sharp.
It has been the second time in that region, Neo. This time she was just fortunate the balls didn't go to the boundary. But she's not been fielding well in that region. Yes, she took a good catch down in the deep. She needs to up the standard there. It's just in the mindset there. Just not washing the ball all the way to the hands. Oh, nicely played and good attempt there in the covers. Another attempt for the second. They got there comfortably. Good running between these two. Not happy there with Belisa Mrekatete. You can see the fielders for sure they are letting her down. They've done better in two occasions in these two deliveries. Something that they will live to regret in this game if they go on to lose here, Neo.
Yeah, yes, Leonard. Belisa Mrekatete being one of the victims of this poor fielding from her fielders. And she's not bowling bad lines because all those balls were there to be stopped. Seeing that one passed. Yeah. It's Belisa Mrekatete bowling her third over, and it is the 16th of the game. And 3 more balls to go. That's well connected by Sifa Ingabire over the field at the point, and it's racing away to the boundary, but Shakira was there to stop it. It's another double, adding to the total. The scoreboard showing 95 runs for 3 wickets.
Yeah, they've done well. They've run these twos very well in this over, and this is what you need. If you're not getting those boundaries, try to get those twos. And they've done that very well. They've got 3 of those twos in this over. 4 of them. The other one was a no ball. That one swing and a miss there. So they need to find ways to stop them. But what these guys are doing now, they're doing very well. These two, Sifa is already on 11 of 13. Sarah 36 of 34. A very good partnership developing. This is what you need. Keep fighting through. Bottom edged. Just only a very good over here for Indatwa Hampshire. 10 runs off this Belisa Mrekatete over. That is 16 overs gone, 96 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, 16 overs down, 4 more to go. The Sarah Uela keeps doing the job for Indatwa Hampshire at the moment. I said butter to count on from Indatwa Hampshire's side, and with a well-supported 12 or 14 from Ingabire Sifa, projected score climbing again, showing 120 at the moment. Current run rate being 6. Indatwa Hampshire looking to set a big score that they can defend, knowing that their rivals as well have good batters. Having Melvey Wase, Clarisse Muton Wase, that wouldn't give Indatwa Hampshire time to go easy. They have to keep going and make sure that they maximize in this last 4 overs left.
Yeah, it's just all about doing the right job now when you're bowling. Flighted delivery as well, got away with that. Ingabire Sifa didn't hit that one as well as she would have loved. So you need to find a way here, Neo. Forget about your betting. Again, another quick single taken. I'm telling you, that was a bit risky, but still the fielding in the circle there from Gahanga Queen's fielders is not impressive today. Shouldn't have been a single, should have been a run out at most. But it ended up being a good run in the end because what they need is runs on the board here in that Hampshire. Such a lovely surface to bet on. If you look at it, nothing much there. Yes, there's been some spin here and there, but nothing much if you look at it. Nicely edged. Again, for another quick single, poor throwing.
What I see, Sarah Wera and Sifa are trying to minimize dot balls and make sure that they get 5 at least per over, getting that score closer and closer to 130 mark they've been looking for. Well bowled again from Zulu, and he's stopped again by Sifa, who is not in a rush, looking forward to give strike to Sarah Wera by rotating the strike. Looks like she wants to drop the ball and run, missing that one and being the victim because that one hits the stumps and it's bowled. Zulfat getting another wicket of Ngabire Sifa, who departs for her 13 runs of 18 balls. 4th wicket down, and the score is 98 on the board.
Yeah, she tried to move down the track there, but she was deceived in the air there by Zulfat. Look at that. There, backs away, bowled. And even if it had missed terms there, she was way down the track. The keeper would have done the job. So Indatwa loses their 4th in this over number 16. So in comes Marie Joseph Tumkunde, left-handed batter. Lovely piece of bowling. Good over to end a spell there. Umtoni was for 2 wickets, 18 runs. After 17, it's 98 for 4 in that Hampshire. Wera Sarah, 37 of 35, a good knock, but she's losing partners on the other side. She just needs to make sure that she takes charge. We last saw the boundary over number 14 of Sarah Wera as well, but now they've dried up all those boundaries, and now it has been wickets and a couple of singles here and there. They need to have a strong finish if they want to put a competitive total. Yes, you've got some decent bowlers in your squad as well, but you need to put runs on the board to defend that. Mkundwa Nasira to come and bowl a 3rd. She has not been bowling well so far in today's game. She looks like she's a different Nasira, but still a culprit. A wicket is still there in here. She survived a lot of overs. She's still there. Let's see the battle now if it continues.
Yeah. Sarah connects that one, but she doesn't get it past the fielder because it's another dot ball from Nasira Mukundwa. Shakira being alert, knowing that Sarah is going to try and hit that one through that gap and run, or maybe get a single. Sarah likes the bowling of Nasira Mukundwa, so it's time for her now to start making sure that she connects that one, and it's another catch. It's another catch and well taken by Belis Mlekatete. A well set batter, Sarah Uela. This is the end. She departs for her 37 of 37 balls. Very well batted from her.
Again, I talked about the battle between the two, Sarah Wera and Mkundwa Nasra. Today, again, finally she dismisses her, but she had caused the damage already. Still, that makes it number 23 wicket for Nasra Mkundwa against Sarah Wera. Good catch there in the end by Belis Mekatete. 2 good catches she has taken today in the deep. Now, in comes Immaculate Muhawi Nimana, not known for a betting. No, never. So she finally wins the battle there again today. Nasira Onkundwa against Sarah Uwera. The first ball that she bowled very well is the one that took the wickets in these 3 overs that she's bowled. 98. It's 5 here into over number 18, getting closer to the end of this first inning between these two teams. It is the Rwanda Women's T20 Premier League Qualifier 1. Gahanga Queens taking on Indatwa Hampshire. It was a bit fuller there. Wasn't timed quite nicely. You'd expect that from batters of her caliber. Mahawini Mana Immaculate.
Yeah, 2 bowlers on the wicket at the moment. Muhaweni Mana joining to Mukunde Mali. 2 new bowlers. That's missed again from Nasira Mukundwa, who is turning to bowl a good over at the death. And the scoreboard so far 98 for 5. Projected score keeps dripping down because it's now 111. The current run rate of 5.55. 18th over running, 2 balls to go. Muhawe tries to go big on that one, and it's a run out chance, but went in vain. And it's a single with 1 more ball to go in this over, the 18th one.
Yeah, leg by the signal by umpire Gastoni Ibizi. Has 1 run to get to that 100. Still 12 delivers, 13 delivers to come. Big swing and miss that one. Looking to go leg side. Marie Joseph Tumkunde misses that one. Better over there from Mkundwa Nasra. Scoring a big wicket of Wera Sara. After 18, it's 99 for 5. 12 delivers left. How many more can they add here? Indatwa Hampshire with these 2 batters at the crease. Both of them are yet to get off the mark.
They need to get these 11 runs to at least get to 110. And like you said, I think they should be looking for 120 there so that they are sure that they can defend the score. But again, Gahanga Queen bowlers, they are bowling really nice. Seeing Belis Mlekatete brought back to bowl the 19th over. I think she should be looking to restrict these batters to get at least 5 per over because they are all the bowlers. Can't expect bowlers to get the score for the team. Maximum at least should be 6. And that's well bowled by Belis Mlekatete Yokish, but the batter Immaculate managed to get a single from that one. And it's 100 up for Indatwa Hampshire, getting 100 at the end of the 19th over. Belis Mlekatete not reeking that bad, but didn't manage to get a wicket today. She's bowling her 4th over to finish her spell, and so far she went for 28 runs and didn't pick a wicket.
Yeah, she was expensive today, to be honest. Edged. That will race away to the boundary for sure. Yes, 4 runs it is. A very welcome bound for Indatwa Hampshire and to Mkunde Marie. That is very unfortunate there. She was looking to go leg side there, but got a top edge to Mkunde. They will be happy. Runs are runs.
That's dropped. It was a chance given by Marie to Mukunde, and it's dropped by Belis Mlekatete, dropping her own chance. And it's another single from Tumukunde, adding on the total of Indatwa Hampshire being 105.
And the good thing is she called, you can hear it loudly from where we were sitting. She called mine, then all the few that stopped. Ruth was closer, Giovanni was closer for that. But she called for it as a bowler. Maybe she wanted a third, but put it down. And I don't know what these fielders think when they drop cages. They just take it as normal. The game continues, the game goes on, but you will pay the price at the end. Another yoker comes in, but well played by Mohawi Nimana for a single.
To me, these bowlers are doing their job, making sure that they get a run every ball. So far, 7 runs from this with 2 balls to go. This might turn to be the expensive over in this innings.
They get to 10 in over, then the last over they get another 10. That total will be 120, a very competitive total here. So the Gahanga Queens should also be aware of that these singles that are coming in, these drop cages at this moment, it will result them into chasing a bigger total. That one was hit nicely, finds the fielder for a single. So it's now the last deliver of this over. What they've done, these two batters here, they haven't given a chance to concede a single dot ball in this over. So they've taken themselves into 8 runs. So with one delivery to come. Another bottom edge. They will be pushing to come back for the second. No, says Mohawi Nimana, who realized he was going to be coming to the danger end. The fielder this time around does well. And that is the end of Belisim Lekatite's 4 overs, gone for 36 without getting a wicket. 19 overs have been played so far now. 108 on the board for the loss of 5 in Indatwa Hampshire. How many more can they add? These two, they've added a lot of runs in the previous over. And they add more again in this one.
They should be looking to add more. And Belize had very, very bad time in bowling because this economy of 8 plus, she's the expensive one so far. To bowl the 20th, it is Giovanni Swase bowling from pavilion end, and the batter on strike is Immaculate Muhaweni Mana, who is on 3 off 6 so far. Connected, but didn't get that desired connection, but he didn't go for 0 because he got a single from that one. Giovanni Swase looking forward to minimize in this over, making sure that these batters don't get the desired connection, and deploying fielders outside, 5 of them, deep fine leg, deep point, deep extra cover, and long on fielder catches the call over the fielder Ruth, but it's not a catch. If she was behind a little bit, or maybe 1 step to 2 steps, that was going to be a very comfortable catch for Ruth, and was going to be the second for Giovanni Swase, but no, it's not. Bowling the third ball, bowling it to Muhawe, misses that one completely, and the third ball of this over, it's a dot.
They need a couple of these dot deliveries, but Muhawi will be hoping for contact. Anything that touches the bait, they will take off for sure. There are bowlers who are betting. They know how important it is to put runs on the board, so they need to make sure that they aid as little as they can. It will make a difference in the end. Swing and a miss. Again, they just looking up into the sky. Misses that one. Trying to heave it down. There's no one on the boundary on the leg side. No one on the boundary in front. No one on the boundary in the covers. It's only fine leg and third. So she's trying to find connection there. Immaculate. It's never easy. Players like Uwase Giovanni's bowling. Just a touch and a single taken. Touch and go. So one delivery left. The score is Nelson 1-1-1. 5.
90. You are not scared of 1 past 90. Unless if the wicket is doing something else.
Now it's Martin. But
you need to hit.
I wonder why Martin was there. What is going on? Is he not okay?
Maybe they want the batters to play their home.
Okay.
He's coming in all round.
Yeah.
Down the leg side now. It's not a good way to bowl your last ball. The last ball of the innings.
Yeah, it's going in.
It's going in.
Last delivery to come. She bowls a wide there, adding something on the board. So they did slow down a bit in that Hampshire after the dismissal of Giselle Ship and Sarah Wera. Nice shot there. That should be an easy 2. Yes, 2 runs it is. So that will be 1-1-4 for the loss of 5 in that Hampshire. They've put on the board. The Gahanga Queens will be needing 1-1-5 to win, to register their place in the final. Still a long way to go. Again, looking forward to be another tight game that we're going to be witnessing today, and unless if it goes otherwise, but knowing how important this game is, to be honest, Gahanga Queens betters will be thinking a lot, and in that Hampshire bowlers as well will know that they've got the game in their hand. They've done well with their bet, started very well, but short of 15 runs with the way they've started. Up there, the top, Giselle Shimo 28 of 28 and Sarah Wera 37 of 37. Those are the 2 batters that have been outstanding today for them. And the rest, they didn't put a lot of runs. Vitinema 12, 21, Sifa Ngabire 13, 18. So that is the contribution card there for Indatwa Hampshire betting lineup. So for is the partnership only 3 decent partnership of 27 and 45, 25 and the highest of 45 between Shimo Giselle and Wera Sarah. And then that one, 16 unbeaten between these 2 last beaters, Immaculate and Tumukunde Marie Joseph. Bowling, Billy is expensive. 4 overs 36, but Uimana Ruth, pick of the bowlers there, if they're good economy. Shimo Rufat, again, good economy with 2 wickets, 10 extras. That's what they've bowled today as compared to last week. But we will be coming back shortly for the ranches where Gahanga Queens will be ending 1-1-5 in 20. Join us shortly. Right, we are back on live for the run chase. 150 needed in the allotted 20 overs. Gahanga Queens. Can Indatwa Hampshire hold on to their nerves and defend that? On the other hand, can Gahanga Queens also hold on to their nerves and chase that one comfortably? They've got some good batters. We give them a good start. Hopefully, if they can do the same again today. It's a different opening pair today. I didn't see Utago Shimaninde Fani in the field. I'm not sure she's part of the playing 11 today. So which means they've got one of their important batters short opener, to be precise. So they have opted for Muhoza Shakira and Umtoniwase Clarisse. Muhoza Shakira played a decent knock last weekend when these two teams met. So probably today she's been promoted up the order. She can be able to do something with the bet there. She didn't get a chance to bet again last weekend. So definitely she's hungry for runs, given a new role today. So the pick of their betters here to watch should be that one on your screen, the left-handed better. Clarisse Mtonuwase should be the one leading the betting here for Gahanga Queens. Umgwaneza Grace, right arm off spin to start off the first over. Long off and deep mid wicket are the two boundary riders. Mtonuwase likes to play in that region as well. Now being an off spinner bowling, the ball will be turning away from her. She's also got a good cover drive as well. Umgwaneza Grace has been one of the difficult bowlers to get rid of. She's been bowling some fantastic spells throughout this entire Premier League for Indatwa Hampshire. She's up there to bowl the first delivery. Starts off with a wide. And there's no protection in that side, so that is a bit risky to bowl in that line. Clarisse also is a good sweeper off the ball. And that field again that we talked about, Neo, she's there, that mid off and a long off. Opening the leg side. Straight up. Single taken. So they've repeated that same thing again of opening up the leg side. So if this Gahanga Queens betters can also get their heads up and realize that that fielder has been put in there, try to knock it around that region a lot to rotate strike and force them to remove that fielder to come there, then open up that space in front.
Yeah, if you see, Grace is opening up that area for Clarisse Mutoniwase to play across-ish and making sure that she keeps thinking about that gap. That will be creating chances because she will be playing against the turn as Grace is bowling off spin. That's well bowled again, and it's the second ball of the over from Grace, and she's bowling from pavilion end, bowling to the batter Shakila. Oh, Leonard, what do you think is the reason behind opening with Shakila? Because she didn't used to open for Gahanga Queens.
Yeah, they're short of their opener, Fanny, who's not feeling well. Another wide comes in. So she's not playing part in this game. So it's also an opportunity for other batters to come and show how they can take responsibilities. So they've promoted Muhoza Shakira up the order. Again, another wide down the leg side. Not a good start you'd expect from someone like Umgwaneza Grace.
Grace, her start is unusual from what we usually know from her, bowling 4 wides in this over already. having just bowled 2 legal deliveries, bowling here and there to the batters, and that was well bowled. And Shakila didn't have much to do with that one, decided to stop it. It's the 3rd ball of the first over, and the score is 5.
Swept away finally for a single. Yeah, it's a positive start here, but not a good one for Umgwaneza Grace. She has dished away 4 wides. Just takes this over to 6 runs so far with a delivery to come. Left hand and right combination. There's always a lot of things to do. Ah, lovely shot. Open the face. I said it, Neo. She has got a good booming cover drive there. So having him long on in the mid wicket and you bowl wide as an off spinner, you will be punished. That was a lovely shot to start and open an account there with a boundary. Look at that. How nice was it, Neo?
Yeah, that was well hit by Clalis Mutoni Wase, who hits that one with full power behind that one. And that one sailed to the boundary. It's another boundary added to the total of Gahanga Queen's team. And Grace, with the addition of extras that she gave out, the over turning to be the big one, because so far the 10 runs from it with one more delivery to go.
Yeah, she needs to bowl tighter. Just looking for that wicket. Much better, but good call and good running in the end there by Shakira Nyomohoza. So end of a good over for Gahanga Queens, 11 off that first over from Umgwaneza Grace. They keep on doing and betting like this, they will get closer to the total. Still a long way to go. Indatwa Hampshire doesn't give up so easy. Still employing that plan they used again last weekend of opening with spinners. Yes, it did slow down Gahanga Queens. But today, with a different opening pair, let's see how it's going to go. So they are not a team that gives up so easily. Still have got their captain to bowl. She was expensive in that game as well. Hoinimana also was expensive, so they were able to take on their senior bowlers here, Gahanga Queens. So still to come, Giselle Shima again can be handy with the ball. Marie Joseph Tumkunde, Chancelino Mtoni, Marie Joseph Tumkunde, a left arm spinner.
Yeah. Let's not forget that we saw Giselle bowling well, though last weekend she didn't have a ball. But again, she might be needed this time to bowl the second over. That also passed the fielder. It's another boundary from Shakila's bat. It's Clarissa, beg your pardon, and hits that one in the covers region, and it went for a boundary.
And look at that, well picked around the legs there. Again, the beauty is the placement there and the fielder being undone by bounce and spin. And the off spinners bowling to the left. It's a good tactic to have the ball turning away, but they need to find the right lines here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bowler Justine that fumbles again, but it's a dot ball. Immaculate was there to back her up.
It was a much better delivery, big of a length there, not allowing it to free arms. Anything on the slot, she's opening up and she's going. Much better from Justine Ngabire.
Justine bowling well, making sure that they don't get much in this one. Bowling to Clalis, who tries to go big on that one, ends up giving a chance, and it's a chance that is taken by Giselle Ishimwe, who never drops such. She catches another one. And it's another wicket on Justine's name. The score is 15-1. Gladys Mutoni Wase being caught trying to go over the fielder at Cow Corner region. That's a departure.
Yeah, there was too much elevation, not distance. I think she should have just been a bit sensible. They got a bound off the first ball, just punch it hard on the ground to get a single, to get a 4 on the ground there. But she chose to go aerial, but finds Giselle Shimo does not make a mistake, going for 10 of 6. Gahanga Queens loses their first.
And Clarisse being one of the batters that scored last game, her and Lillian, who didn't score in the first innings, seeing another batter falling short on what she did last time, is Clarisse, who departs and leaving her team with 15 runs on board. Merveille Wase joining Nyomhoza Shakila on the wicket, one of the good batters as well, with much experience on her name. She has 3 more balls to face from Justine Ingabire. It's the second over running and 3 balls to go. The runs 100 on board with 3.1 balls to go.
Yeah, this is the most important pay. They need to bet deeper, less risky shots. Just keep knocking it around, get a partnership going on after losing that early wicket. Yes, they're going at a good rate. But just Clarisse Mtonuwase on that particular occasion was deceived into going for a big aerial shot, couldn't find enough distance there to clear the rope. So Ingabire Justine has registered the name again on the wickets column. That's the line, that's the length there from Ingabire Justine. Not bowling it too full, not bowling it too short, that hard length, asking questions. Let's see what players like Merveille Wase can do this particular game. Clips that one over the top. A lot of noise, shouting hey, to the fielder, trying to stop the second from being taken. Does well in the end. And a very healthy over for Indatwa Hampshire with a wicket in that. Justine Ingabire giving away only 6 runs with a wicket. Good start for them. After 2 overs, is 16-1. Gahanga Queens needing 99 of 109 balls. You can see the 2 coaches there sitting, still having some worrying faces. Having some worrying faces there, but they know that a wicket here can bring them closer to victory. So let's see what can be done here.
Yeah, to bowl the third over is Janseline bowling from pavilion end. Merveille Wase connects that one, but straight to the fielder at covers. It's Sifa Ingabire. Bowls the second one, catches a call, but over the fielder. Ingabire Sifa didn't put much effort to stop that one or to catch it. It went over her head, and it's another boundary to Merveille Wase's name. And adding on to the total of Gahanga Queens, they are now on 20 currently. If you see, Sifa didn't put enough effort there. And current run rate climbing and climbing because approaching that 9 runs per over. 95 being required from 106. That's well swept again by Merveille Wase for double. The fielder, Immaculate, was at cow corner and made sure that she goes faster and faster to stop that one for just a double.
Yeah, good shot selection there, hitting both sides of the wicket. Easy single. Cover been dropped. The cover been dropped down there, so it makes it easy for Merve Uwase to access that offside field. So 7 runs so far in 4 deliveries of Tony chances over. She has to do better than this. She's a better bowler. Oh, nicely bowled. Was 10 there. No clue there. Moza Shakira on what to do. Just playing the first line. It had passes the fielder. Yes, it does. 4 runs again. 2 boundaries in this over. A very big over for Gahanga Queens. Exactly what they wanted. 11 of this over. Look at that. It was a bit wide, but the placement is perfect there. Just needed to beat that fielder there on the left side at mid-off, and she does that. Got a boundary to finish this over. So it's after 3 overs, Gahanga Queens are on 27 for 1.
Yeah, 27 for 1 with required of 88 runs in 102 balls. 3 overs down. And the expensive over from Chanceline Mtoni, 11. Nyomhoza Shakila moves to 5 of 6, and Merveille Uwase 8 of 6 balls. Continue from Bugesela end. It's Justine bowling the 4th. The striker is Merveille Uwase. Ball that one really well, and it's another dot ball guided to the point fielder, and Jose was up to the task. Made sure that she returns that one faster. Justine keeping things tidy. Balls that one as well, and Meve plays it in the same area to the point fielder Jose Tumukunde, and didn't do any mistake because the ball is back again to the bowler in a blink of an eye to bowl the 3rd one. Merveille Uwase tries to play that one, a reverse sweep, but went in vain as well because it's another dot ball, and that being the 3rd one is the 4th over running from Justine. Bowls that one well, and it's another dot ball from Justine, and Merveille Uwase still being asked questions that she has no answer for at the moment.
I think she's just trying to do too much. They just wait for that delivery there and find a gap. Like that. That is exactly what is needed to be done. Just wait for it. Find for areas that you want to score off, where you can get a single, where you can get a boundary off. And sometimes you gotta understand that there can be good overs also to be bowled by bowlers. So you don't need to put yourself under unnecessary pressure if you are in control like what they are now. Yes, you've lost a wicket, you need runs, but how to get runs is what is important. It hard on the ground. Good call in the end for a single.
This Shakila and Wase running well as well. The Gahanga Queens are still making sure that the scoreboard keeps ticking. And it's the 4th over down, score being 29 for 1. Required to get 86 from 96 balls. And Merveille Uwase, the batter who just came in, moves to 9 of 11 balls, and Nyomoza Shakila 6 of 7 balls. To bowl the 5th over is the captain herself, Henriette Shimre, bowling from pavilion end. and she'll be bowling a fast ball to Shakira.
Yeah, she's seen that these guys are starting to settle here. So she needs to take matters into her own hands. She is experienced. She's not one of those batters you'd want to take on. Yes, last weekend they did take her on. But today is a different day, different occasion. So there will be definitely, she'll be looking to break this partnership that is starting to develop. So she comes in. Still the same field set, long on and mid wicket. Comes in, gives a chance, and the chance was put down. Fitinema Lillian found guilty there on that particular occasion. It was a sitter. Misjudged that one. So another drop chance comes early. Shakira Nyomoza survives. Wide, the extras again coming in easy. So they didn't want to try too much here in that Hampshire. They just need to calm their nerves. Shot, lovely played. That will race away to the boundary through the cover region again. Nice shot there by Uwase Merve. A bit of width there offered by Ishimu and Riet. You don't want to do that to Merve Uwase, who's good in that region as well. So this is the boundary that they need in every over. Look at that. Good balance. Placement perfect. If a loose ball comes, there's no big gap like what my partner is saying here, but how she find that gap was, it's a pegged offside field, but she managed to find that gap. So that shows how good she is in that region. Again, another shot, but this time around finds the fielder. Good work by Umgwaneza Grace. We need this fight in Darwa Hampshire.
Yeah, this is a very good fight. We normally know that this game goes down to the wire, but we're here waiting to see if it goes the same way. That's well bowled by the captain. Again, bowling to Merveille Wase, who is really managing to hit the balls on the offside, really with a very good connection. This time on, Henriette Shimwe bowls it a little bit far from her and she couldn't reach it. Bowling the fifth one, and it's connected, catches a call, and well taken at point. That's a lovely catch from Jose, who takes that one comfortably. And the teammates are really happy for that. And Merveille Wase departs. Really, really bad way to get out, because she was targeting to hit that ball over the field, I think. And there wasn't much connection. Ended up giving it in the hands of Jose, who doesn't do any mistake, and caught that one calmly.
Yeah, she played a bit too early, reaching for that. Trying to open the blade to find that gap between third and backward point. But good catch in the end there by Tumkunde. So Gahanga Queens loses their second, the most important wicket. She has only managed to put a few runs there on the board. So they will be smiling 8 of 91. So they know that now they've gotten two big batters back in the dugout in that Hampshire. So it's their game to win now from onwards. Belize Muregatete comes in very early, sitting still in the power play phase. So she has got a big job to do. They did put a big partnership again in the morning game on Sunday. He and Mushagira Muhoza, two sisters at the crease. Can they do the same again today when they need 8 of 91? They need to play a blind of an inning here, to be honest.
Yeah. And having the not like a best batter like Fanny on your team, she's sick. I think this will affect Gahanga Queen's batting lineup, because we're seeing Shakira would be coming in at this time, but she opened the batting, keeps pushing. But again, let's not forget that Gahanga Queens lost their two of good batters they have, Merveille Wase and Clarisse Mutoni Wase, who batted early. And as of now, it's the 5th over down. They score 35, going at a run rate of 7 per over. In the attack, Muhawe is going to bowl from Bugesera end and bowling to Shakila, who is on strike.
Yeah, but I mean, in me, I would take that opportunity of getting more time to open and get early on and show what I can show, what I possess as a batter. So, like we have been mentioning again, we not need to be relying on one batter in a team. It's a team of 11 people. So they also need to take their chances to show what they can do, so that even where Fanny is sitting, she knows that I've got other batters to bet around me. And she's such a youngster that is coming in. A lot of these players have played more games ahead of her. So you don't want to rely on such a batter. They need to show their potential. Hit hard and over. Yeah, it was in the slot, but didn't connect it well enough. Good fielding there in the end by Gisele Shimwe to cut that off to only 2 runs. Shakira Nyomoza just looking to free her arms, but not getting connection well enough. Again, this is another important partnership here. After this, I don't see anyone who can look to bet longer for Gahanga Queens. Driven mid-wicket. Ingabire Justine.
Yes, Leonard, Shakila needs to be responsible this time on. And Belis Mlekatete is here to help. She can bat as well. But again, to me, Belis Mlekatete came in early. That's a miss from Shakira Nyomhoza. That ball didn't carry enough pace as Muhaweni Mana possesses. That one kept low and it was a little bit slow. Shakira couldn't connect it and it was a little bit of trouble to the wicketkeeper Sarah Wera. That's well bowled again. Length ball from Muhawe. Shakila tries to claw, but that one over covers, but missed again.
Yeah, she's just swinging into every delivery there instead of just watching it and placing it into the gaps. You've got a lot of time. You've lost 2 important batters here, so she needs to calm down a bit. If she needs to get a boundary, she has to execute that ball very well through the gap. Like that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, she needs to find those gaps if she wants to get a boundary. Watch the ball very well, connect it where you want it to go. And this is exactly what I've been talking about. So she needs to do that a lot. Sometimes I think what she's realizing is that they've lost big wickets, so she needs to make sure that she gets as many runs as quickly as possible, so that whoever comes in, they've got little runs to chase. So it was a good knock there from Nyomoza. Shakira Muhawe trying too much there, trying to bowl too quick, missing the line and the length. A lovely shot, this one. This is the best so far. Yes, we saw a booming cover drive from Umtoni Wase Clarisse, but this one, Neo, I'm telling you, it's the best shot. 4 runs it is.
Hitting that one straighter and straighter back to the bowler side, and that one went into the side screen. Such a lovely shot from the batter. Well balanced and full face of the bat. That's a lovely shot from Shakila Nyomhoza, who moves to 17 from 14 and required being 70 from 84 balls. And to bowl the next over is the captain. Again, bowling from Pavilion End. It's the end of power play. And the score is 45 for 2. The current run rate of 7. If you're just joining, you're watching RCA Women's T20 Premier League happening at Gahanga. Main Ovo is the qualifier one. Whoever wins this one goes straight to the finals. Batter on strike. Belis Mlekatete. Two sisters on the wicket. Let's see who takes the charge. The old one or the younger. Connects that one area, but no one was there to catch it, and it's a double. Very good running from Belis Mrekatete and her sister Shakila. Leonard, Henriette should be doing something extra to get lead of this Shakira, because she can hit the ball, and when she pushes to the last overs, she can be dangerous. Yorkish ball, and it's another miss from Belis Mlekatete.
Yeah, that is what someone like Ishimwe Henriette possesses, that ability to give hard wicket-taking balls, knowing that Belis is not known much of a betting. Yes, he is a power hitter, but if you bowl consistently in that area, targeting those terms, definitely you will get something. Another fuller one, but this one is straight with power. Another lovely shot now. Rating them, how can we rate this one? It was hit and went to the boundary in quick time from Rekatete Belis. With that shot, that brings Gahanga Queens to 50 runs. Look at it again, Neon.
Yeah, Leonard, sisters are targeting the side screen.
Yeah, they're playing straight here. That is what is good. And they've got hard shots, good hands as well.
Yeah, going for Barbados.
Nicely bowled, slow on this time. Like Kata. See, this is what these players like Ishimwe brings. They always have got something in the arsenal. They always have got that variation delivery, just gives you trouble. In as much as you can take them on, but they are always hunting, always find that breakthrough. Much better, slower this time as well, and well played by Belis Mrekatete. There's a big cheer on the Gahanga Queens dugout here near. They know that this is a pressure game.
Being pressure game and you going well. So far they are really good. They are going well. They lost two, but again they score. Missed, and that was well bowled again. The ball drifting outside from the batter, and that's the end of the 7th over. The score 51 for 2. Required rate approaching 5 is 4.86. 64 runs required, and Shakila is on 17 or 14 balls with her sister on the wicket, Belis Mrekatete, who is on 6. Justine comes back in the attack, as usual from Bujasera end, bowling to Shakila Nyomhoza, well set batter, who is connecting the ball with every effort she has, knowing that this is a very must-win game for them. I think she will keep going. Last weekend she didn't have enough score to support her team, but this time she turned out to be the one taking responsibilities. 8th over starts with a dot. Justine not giving it that easy. She bowls that one fuller, but again, Nyomoza Shakila couldn't repeat the same shot that she played last over. She decides to play that one with a soft hand to look for that swing through mid-wicket, but again, the fielder was aware of that and she stopped that one. Big appeal, and it's out. Justine gets Nyomoza Shakila set batter out. LBW bowling that one fuller and into the stumps. Nyomoza Shakila didn't do any movement at all. She found herself trapped. and it's out. Janvier, the umpire, saying that for sure that is out. Your legs were before the wicket.
Yeah, she's got back there with a lot of disappointment. She's played very well, but that's ball again. Two sisters operating from both ends. Irineti Shimwe from the other end, and the other sister bowling from the other end is a spin, and two sisters were betting, but the two sisters from Indatwa Hampshire manages to win the battle there. Can you just have a look at that one to see how close it was there. Yeah, that was straight in plumb, playing across the line there, Minyomuoza Shakira. Good decision there by umpire Janvier. Played around the leg, shoved across the off stump, looking to wake it down leg side. So this is the last recognized batter now for Gahanga Queens. Giovanni Zuwase, they need 64 from 75. Rekatete Belis is still there with experience, but now coming in this situation, how far deep can they bet is the question. Maybe Justine asking a lot of questions. 2 wickets under a belt. That's all very well. Another straight delivery as well. So it's just all about the mindset here from Gahanga Queens betters here now to how deeper can they bet. There's no pressure. They are well in control now despite losing those 3 wickets. But this brilliant bowling from Indatwa Hampshire bowlers, that one's well cut. Strong in that region, Giovanni Suwase 4 runs to get off the mark. Like I said here, Indatwa Hampshire don't give up easy. They will keep fighting all the way through. So it's up to these Gahanga betters now just to keep not losing wicket in this quick pace. They need to have a big partnership there. It was wide with. She will take it and place it very well. So they need to find good deliveries every time, like this one. A good over here from Ingabire Justine. Only 4 runs of that over with a wicket in it. After 8 overs, it's 55 for the loss of 3. $60 from 72. That's the equation. It needs to be ringing into the mind of these two betters here. And also in Indatwa Hampshire, they also need to think along those lines. Still going just 1 touch above the required. So if they can get them a bit more down again, this is the perfect time to do it. A long conversation happening between these two betters, Belis Murekatete and Giovanni Zuwase. Can they get those 60 runs? Is the question.
Indatwa captain Henriette Shimwe still in the hunt, bringing herself back in the attack, looking for that 1 wicket between these two, breaking the partnership, because it's been their key to the success. She balls that one, and Belis Mlekatete steps out and hits that one for a boundary. It's another boundary from Belis Mlekatete's bat, and the score goes to 59. She wanted to hit that one over long on, but the ball drifted a little bit going outside from the batter, and a little bit of the bat connected the ball, and it's gone for a boundary over short third. It's the 9th over, first ball that went for a boundary, and captain doing whatever she can. Well bowled and well played by Belis Mrekatete, who is not in a rush, taking her time, knowing that she's one of the batters remaining for Gahanga Queens to take the game. Ball that one again, and it's another edge racing to the boundary. The fielder wasn't fast enough to cut that one. It's another boundary from this over. 3 balls went for 8 runs. And it's Belis Mrekatete doing the damage. Now moves to 14 off 10 balls. All the boundaries passed through third man. Because the third man fielder is inside the 30-yard circle. And they deployed an extra cover fielder. But again, she's back in the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, very fortunate in those two boundaries towards the third main region. Nicely bowled, slower delivery again, a leg cutter. So they don't mind those runs. I'm telling you, it's all about being smart. Yes, they didn't go the way she wanted them, but they've got 8 runs already. So she will be happy there. Now they've brought back the third on the boundary, cover up in the second. Driven hard on the ground. His protection there, Gisele Shimwe does a good job because it's only a single. Nicely bowled. Yes. A good over again for Gahanga Queens. 9 of that over. For boundaries in that, they need to keep pushing. 51 of 67. So that will be 51 of 66. So it's 9 overs that they've played now. They are on 64 for the loss of 3. They just need to keep pushing here. Gahanga Queens, both teams here just need to keep pushing, keep making things tighter. Ingabire to continue to bowl. She's bowled very well. Was interested for a single, but good fielding there. A shot fine. Cast that one to only a dot. And good call by Giovanni Suwase. Just trailing the line there. Ingabire, Justine. Full and driven straight and hard. There's a chase there in the deep. Good work by the captain herself. Just only a single there. Ngabire Justine is bowling a 4th over. She's given away 12 runs, 2 wickets. Can she get another one? And that is what she should be targeting. Nicely driven. No power behind that shot from Uwase Giovannis. She needs to be there a bit longer. Keep knocking the ball around. If it's ball it in the zone, she needs to go for the bigger ones. But there's protection. Another short one. Didn't time it very well. She did very well in the end. There she was almost undone by spin of the surface there, Chance Umtoni, but she kept her eyes on the ball. That is what is important. Giovanni can have the ability to hit big shots as well, but not connecting the ball now. Goes for the sweep. Finds the fielder. Fielder does very well. Again, cast that one. Only a single. Good sweep shot. So they've got options. They've got sense in them, Neo. They keep on going above the required rate. So it's 2 deliveries left in this Ingabire Justine's over. Very important ones here now. You don't want to lose your wicket. Let her finish off. She bowls a shorter one. Wasn't expecting that Belis Mrekatete, to be honest.
Yeah. 10th over down. Justine bowled her spell very, very well. Because She went for only 15 runs and she picked up 2 wickets on her name. They are required to get 4, but they are getting 6, and they need 47 from 60 balls, 10 overs. Mlekatete Belize moving nice and nice, 16 from 15 balls, and her partner Giovanni's 7 off 7, playing a very, very big blow to get Gahanga Queens over the line. They won the last battle last weekend when they were playing the very, very same team, and now they're back in Indatwa, Hampshire, looking to win this battle. But again, not sure if Gahanga Queens are going to allow them to pass. Things are get tough and tougher. Left arm spinner Jose being brought in attack, and the first ball went for a boundary. It's a lovely sweep shot from Giovanni Swase, and that ball sailed over the boundary at the square leg region.
Not a good ball to start off with. Look, short down the leg side and strong in that region. And well placed there by Wasi Giovanni. You don't want to start like that. She has to bow tied. So she needs to bow where the fielders are here in front. Just try to bowl it a bit wider as well. Backs away. Gisele Shimwe's format. That's what they are following there now, backing away. So she's being a role model in that fashion. Another short one, swept for the single this time.
It's the 11th over running from Jose, and the required is 43 from 59 balls. It's another quick single from Belize Mrekatete and their partner, and the fielder who was backing up make the meal of it. It's another single. Balls keeping passing through the legs. Jose bowling a fast over, and the first 3 balls going for 7 runs. A boundary, single, and double. Full toss, and it is connected for just a single. Finding Giselle Shimwe at the boundary, and makes no mistake, corrects that one with ease. 2 balls to go from this over, and it's already 8 runs from it. And that's well connected again by Giovannis for a single. Hitting that one through square leg region. But this time, there wasn't much power behind that, and it's just a single. To face the last ball of this over, it is Belize Mrekatete. Connected, and it is just a single again to finish up the over. And it is 10 runs from this over. 11 gone, 7 on the board for 3. Required rate 4.11, and required needed 37 runs from 54 balls is what Gahanga Queens are required to get. Going with 7 runs per over, it's Gahanga Queens really looking in a good shape. If they keep this momentum, the game will be done in 16 overs, to be precise. Bowling from Bejesera end is Seeing Giselle Shimwe in the attack for the first time today, bowling from Bugesera end. First ball is a no ball. It's a no ball, very big beamer. Starts off with a free hit. And the free hit to be faced by Belis Mrekatete, who was smashing the ball really nice. Gets a chance to smash another one. It's well bowled because it's Ayoka, and Belis Mrekatete finds a way to jump.
It was a good ball there, just giving her some wheels there. Giselle Shimo, she's good at this. I'm telling you, Mrekatete is having a long chat again with Uwase Giovannis. They need to be watchful of that. My partner here can't stop laughing. I'm telling you, it was a good ball. She had to jump, given a taste of her own medicine. What a lovely delivery there from Ishimwe Giselle. That has worked away. Oh, pass through the hands. One bounce through the boundary. Oh, given away 6. A flat one. That should have been taken by the fielder there. But Murekatete believes with the power she possesses. Right went straight through. Look at that again. Clipped. Yeah, just one bounce there. Just bounce inside the boundary. Very fortunate there for Gahanga Queens. The umpire gave it out as a 6. I don't think if Indatwa Hampshire sits down and watch this replay, they will be happy with that, especially if they go on to lose. But it was a good shot from Murekatete Belis. Change of fielders. Key fielders in key positions now. Giselle Shimo is not someone who likes to swallow runs, especially in these situations. 30 or 52. They know now it's getting down to the wire. So every run matters at this moment. 1 wicket from here takes Indatwa Hampshire to victory. Another brilliant delivery there. Yoka.
The previous ball, to be honest, it wasn't the problem of the fielder who was at the boundary. But the thing is, the fielder was a little bit asleep. She had the cap in her hands. Don't know what she was looking at. And 2 steps away from the boundary line. And when the ball came, they called her name and she was awakened. That's another lovely shot in the side screen from Belis Mrekatete, who is looking very dangerous outside there. Move to 34 runs. Connecting all those balls with much power. And the areas she's hitting that ball, to be honest, it's like she's an opening batter.
Look at Giselle there, not happy, breathing heavily. She's thinking, she knows that should have done better here, especially that catch that was dropped in this over. And now she goes on for 4 runs, the next up delivery. She's not happy there, but that was a good shot from Murekatete. You can even look at it again there, how straight it was. The power possesses behind that shot there. It's almost just a touch closer to being a maximum. And you don't expect such kind of shows from someone like Murekatete Belis, but it shows the hard work that she's been putting through. I'm telling you, Neo, you have been to IPRC early on in the morning around 6:30. You see her in the nets hitting some balls there, working on herself. So these are the results here that she possesses already on 30 of 23. She's playing straight, playing every ball on its merit. She's got power. She's using that advantage to herself. So that's what hard work brings. If she can carry on a team to victory here and get them into the final, she would have played a fantastic knock.
Yeah, been waiting and waiting for this knock from Belis Mrekatete. She really works hard almost every day. Hits that one with much effort, and that's well bowled again, but the bowler decides to move the leg. In the way she's playing such Yorker balls, I really can't tell, but what I have to do, I'll ask her after the game. Giselle Chimwe bowling the most expensive over this innings, going for 12 runs in 4 balls so far. Bowling to the dangerous Belis Mrekatete, swings that one hard again, but missing it completely. One more ball to go this over, and for sure, if it wasn't for the fielders, this over wasn't going to be this expensive. That's another no ball and well connected for a boundary. It's Belis Mrekatete who is hitting every ball at the boundary. Whatever she's touching, it's becoming gold. Giselle Shimwe bowling this and that and being the victim of getting runs by Belis Mrekatete.
Yeah, that was well punished. It was a no ball too high. Signs of frustration from Giselle Shimwe. If she can hit this one again to the boundary, I'm telling should have added some salt in the wound of Murekatete. That one goes for a single, but Giovanni Zuwase was jogging to the other end. Could have been easily 2 runs. So that brings another healthy over.
Yeah, it's 12 overs. It's 13 overs gone. 13
runs in this over.
17 runs from Giselle's over. She was introduced at the 12th over and was given a chance to make the big change, trying to break the charcoal between this partnership between Belis Mrekatete and Giovanni Swase. But her over ended up going for 17 runs instead of picking a wicket. Next bowler to bowl from Pavilion End is Chanceline, given the chance to see if she can break the partnership of Belis Mrekatete and Giovanni Swase, who are really going well at the moment. Belis Mrekatete pulls that one, but the effort went in vain because it's another dot ball. 2 dot balls so far in this over.
Yeah, that was a poor ball. Failed to execute that one, Murekatete. So Chance need to calm her nerves here. Focus on what she needs to deliver. Again, another slow one through the air. Pace off is the right way to go now from Tony Chance. She's done that very well. Can squeeze in another boundary or another singles there. Hit and pass the fielder. Catching in the covers for a single. I'm telling you, Neo, if she bowls those short deliver that she bowled to Belis Mrekatete with Giovanni Zuwase with no square leg on the boundary, I'm telling you, she will get punished.
Yeah, these batters are not looking to take things easy. They want to finish it for good.
See now, she knows that there's no square leg there. So she's opting to go for that sweep shot. Good option, but she chose the wrong ball. But the signs are clear from Uwase Giovannis. What a good game here. Always tighter between Gahanga Queens and Indatwa Hampshire Neo.
Yeah, this is a very good over from Chanceline Mutoni. Bowled to very well set batters and ended up giving only 1 run. That's Chanceline for you. And the required runs for in that Gahanga Queens to win this game, 18 runs from 42 balls. And Grace being brought back to bowl from Bujesera end. If you check the Manhattans, this over that was bowled by Chanceline is really good because it went only for just 1 run. And for sure, Belis is doing the work for Gahanga Queens. And the support from Giovanni Swase really making things easy for her. Connected, but in the hands of the fielder at covers. It's Belis Mrekatete who departs for her 36 of 30 balls, Belize has to depart. Grace being the bowler to break the partnership. Very, very well made 36 of Belize.
Yeah, that was a poor self-dismissal there from Murikatede Belize. It wasn't there for that shot. You only need 18 from 42 deliveries, so you can allow yourself to knock the ball around. So now, Indatwa Hampshire feels like that now there is a game here. There is a game here now. They just need to penetrate through these tail enders that are coming in. It's not yet the tail, but just because they are short of batters today, so everyone has been moved up. Look at that. Should have played it a bit better. And finding Giselle Ishimwe in the covers, you never find her in the covers. That shows how important this game is. She normally operates on long off, on long on, but now she was in the covers, but she knows there will be some area balls in there, and that was a good decision. Now, Gahanga Queens loses their fourth. Belize Mrekatete gone for 30. 36, a good knock of 31. Played very well, put a team in this winning position if they go on to win. So 18 balls left. Sorry, 18 runs left of 42 deliveries. A long way to go in terms of Indatwa Hampshire winning this game. But if they keep on taking wickets, it will be shorter. Now, Waisaba Clementine has been in, has joined in Uwase Giovannis. She's experienced Giovannis Uwase. The other time I saw them in the season before last year, Neo Clementine Uwase came in when they needed 16 runs. She gave this team a good run of their money. She got them in only 5 balls. So she's capable enough. Pressure now.
I've seen Clementine trying her best in getting the team over line. This time she came in when they're required to get 18 runs, and with the batter Giovanni Swase is, you're just not required to do a lot. Get that strike. You have to get Giovanni Swase to strike and make sure that whenever you get the chance, you don't shoot many balls, just get a single. That's very well bowled again by Grace. About to bowl her 4th ball. Just Clementine knowing that they required and the balls remaining. That's missed by the batter and the keeper as well for 1 run, and it buys, adding to the total of Gahanga Queens.
Yeah, the most important thing is to have Giovannis on strike a lot. If Clementine can be able to just rotate strike, not allow yourself to go under pressure. Even Giovannis must not go under pressure. He is only 17 runs that they need. Swept that, finds the boundary. Yes, she does. Hit straight through the gap. That is what exactly she needs to do each time she gets on strike, because they don't have a lot of batters to come. So with that shot, Gahanga Queens have moved to 101. Just see the graphics, they are not doing us any justice. Yes, we moved to 102 for the loss of 4. Yes, look at that. Well swept. Well swept there by Giovannis Uwase. Hit through the gap to the boundary. So 102 is what is on the board now after 14 overs. The captain's still there. That's where they... 14 runs taken. That's it. Hit hard.
Shot.
Found the boundary there. Oh, Waisaba Clementine. I said it, Neo, the other time she came in. The other time I remember they needed 16 runs. She got them in 5 deliveries. Now look at that. She has shown that shot well controlled. It was a short pitch delivery. What she just needed to do is to beat Giselle Ishimwe at mid-off. And he's straight through the boundary for 4. It was a lovely shot here, Neo, to be honest, at this point of time.
Yeah, Clementine has no time to joke around. Connects that one past the middle fielder, Giselle Chimwe. Tries to connect that one as well, but it finds a fielder at short 3rd region. Clementine doesn't really need to hold on. She needs to finish things early, possibly in this over, with required runs of 9 from 34 balls. She decides to stop that one. Clementine, who seems not to be in a rush, that's a very well played again, making sure that she doesn't lose a wicket.
Yeah, this is good cricket if she continues like that, because you've gotten 4 runs already, more than what you need in an over. Photos. Hit up straight. Finds a boundary again. Good connection from Uwaisaba Clementine. She's good at playing under pressure games, Neo. 2 boundaries in this over. I said it when she walks in.
Yes, Clementine goes big again over the bowler. If the bowler had put the effort that she had, much of it, she was going at least to get a chance to stop it. But again, no chance at all because it went for a boundary. 5 runs required from this 5.1 balls. And to bowl the last ball of this over, Chanceline Clementine really showing no mercy, going for every possible ball. That's the end of the 15th, and the score is 110 for 4.
Yep, 5 runs they need in 30 balls. So if Gahanga Queens go on to lose this one, they have got themselves to blame. But Indatwa Hampshire now needs to do their homework to find ways to say how did they go on to lose this game. They not put in a bigger score. They had a good start, had a good partnership between Giselle Shimo and Sarah Wera, but they were a bit slower because they didn't get a lot of boundaries after Giselle went. The only boundaries that they got is over number 14 and over number 16. Only 2 boundaries in the space of 7 overs. So that is where the difference is going to be. Drive it hard. Grace Mgwaneza gives it effort. She's trying too hard. They are fighters. These Indatwa Hampshire bowlers give things easily. You can see they've still got 5 guys on the boundary defending 5 runs. Still trying to go hard, trying to find that gap straight. Giovanni Zuwase. And I'm sure what Indatwa Hampshire needs, they want to have Clementine on strike. Even if Giovanni takes a swing away, I don't think they do mind that. Shimo and Red still have got some overs to come. She's got a couple of hat tricks as well. Lovely piece of bowling. 3 dots. 3 dots. Just only a 1 hit away to level the scores. So overs like this, you can afford to take them. Hit up, and that shoot taken. Ishimo and Riet on the bound. No, it's a 6. I'm telling you, finishes off in style there. Giovanni Zuwase. At one point near, I thought the fielder was interested there. But the moment she started looking over, look at that. Not quite reconnected. But how good was that shot? Enough height and distance. Look at that. 6 runs it is. Gahanga Queens have walked into the final with a magnificent inning here today. Back-to-back wins against Indatwa Hampshire. They won this game by 6 wickets. Giovanni Zuwase, 23 of 17.
Yeah, Belis Mrekatete and Giovanni Swase winning the game for their team, scoring big, and with the help of the others like Clementine, they managed to win this game. The top scorer was Belis Mrekatete, scoring 36 of 31, and the next was Shakila, scoring 17 of 17, and this lovely knock from Giovanni Swase, 23 of 17. And Gahanga Queens chasing this one and winning the game by 6 wickets. This is the bowling card. Ingabi Registine having the best economy of 3.75, bowling 4 overs and go for 15 runs, and managed to pick 2 wickets. Not much to talk about, but the bowlers that managed to pick wickets is Mgwaneza Grace, who took 1 and went for 21 runs in her 2.4 over spell, as well as in Red Shimwe, who bowled 3 and went for 21 runs. in the economy of 7 and managed to pick 1 wicket. And they bowled total of 9 extras. And in that Hampshire batters who tried their best, it's Sarah Wera who scored 37 off 37, Giselle 28 off 28, and Ngabi Sifa who scored 13 off 18 balls. For Gahanga Queens, Mlekatete Belize scored 36 off 31, Giovannis 23 off 17, and Shakira 17 off 17. On the bowler's side, Mutoni Wase being the best bowler for Gahanga Queens, picking 2 wickets of 18 runs in her 4-over spell. Giovannis picking 1, went for 22 in her 4 overs. Ruth Wimana as well, bowling 4 overs and went for 15 and picked 1 wicket.
Still winning.
Yeah.
Still winning.
Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation of another exciting game here for the qualifiers. Again, where Gahanga Queens won it and walked straight into the final. They won it by 6 wickets. And I would like to call upon the player of the match again here today, Belisi Murekatete, for 36 runs, and the umpire to present a trophy. Right, congratulations the Murekatete Belisi for being the player of the match of this important game. You guys are going to play the final tomorrow. Now, just talk us through your innings. You came in there a bit early today in this game. What was your thought process?
It's just sticking to our plans. Our plans was to keep rotating. If we get a bad ball and we punish, that's what happened there, and we end up in good nuts.
Yes, thank you very much. So tomorrow we are going to hope to see you in the final. Probably you might play against the same team or Sorowate. What is the plan for you tomorrow?
Our plan is just to keep doing what we are doing, because we have been bowling very well. Even our batting has been going well. So what we need to add is our fielding, because we have been giving away a lot of runs. So if we manage to collect that mistake we made in this game, we will be able to be winning the final.
Thank you very much, and congratulations for the player of the match. That is the player of the match of today's game, the Murekatete Belisi. I'd like to call upon the losing captain here in Indatwa, Hampshire, Ishimwe Henriette, just to give us a few words here. Hard luck again today, the captain, for this game, losing by 6 wickets again. But still, you are still in contention for the final. So tomorrow you'll be playing on the qualifier 2 against Sorowate. What is the plan and what lessons have you learned in today's game?
I don't have too much to say, but tomorrow it's do or die. Whatever happens, we have to win it because we want to play the final. Yeah.
Yes, okay, fine. Lesson learned from this game?
On the bowling side, I think we bowled very bad. Even the fielding, we give them many chances, yeah.
So I wish you all the best in tomorrow's qualifier in the morning, where you'll be playing Sorowate, the captain of Indatwa Hampshire. The winning captain today was Merve Gahanga Queens, winning by 6 wickets. Now they are straight into the final. Congratulations again here, captain, for winning this game today. 2 out of 2 in this Premier League against Indatwa Hampshire. Today you have been missing one of your key batters, Uta Goshimaninde Fani, because of illness, but that change in the lineup also worked again. So talk us through what is the plan again tomorrow, whoever you're going to be playing?
The plan is to continue doing what was good, and about Fanny, she's not fine, but we managed to fill her gap. So I think all batters, they managed to play well, and they were aggressive. So tomorrow we have to continue and then add more.
Thank you very much. We wish Fanny all the best. Maybe she can play tomorrow. Congratulations again for winning and getting the final. Gahanga Queens captain Uwase Merive. Join us again tomorrow as we come back to finish up this Rwanda Women's Premier League. Cheers. Bye-bye for us from now.